Today's vlog, the third and the final here in Tunisia, is on a train hurtling towards the Sahara. And behind me you'll see Miras and Raf, and they've settled in. We've left Sousse over 2 hours ago and we're en route to arrive in Sfax and then eventually to chug into Gabes. So join us as Rafsworldtravel explores the Sahara in Tunisia.
It's been a long journey so far, and so ours to go.
Doors open here, and we're nearly at Gabes, the edge of the Sahara. Final few minutes here, hurtling towards Gabes and the beginning of our adventure in the Sahara. So excited to hit the desert. And here we are, it's windy, and here we are in Gabes station, and we're going to walk to our apartment and then hopefully get some seafood. Let's go. And we're here, we've arrived at our apartment. It's got everything you need. Raf's got his own room, he's happy. And here he is, he's happy in his own room. And we're gonna get out pretty quickly. Miras is just getting set, and here is our bedroom. So we've got an awesome base here in Gabes, and we're ready for some fish. Let's get out of here. All checked in, and here we are down at the beach here in Gabes. Some waves coming in off that long-lasting Mediterranean storm. We're looking for a seafood restaurant now, and we'll take you inside there shortly. Found the harbour, and it's so beautiful, and it's time now to hit the restaurant. Well, the restaurant was quite a treat. The fruits de la mer, just off the harbour. Miras having, I should say, grilled fish. Raf had the grilled chicken, and I had a grand couscous with some salad and soup. Soon enough, it'll be time to go back to our apartment, rest up, ready for that big Sahara trip tomorrow. Travelling off-road here on our first morning, heading into the Sahara.
Exactly.
And very excited about what is going to be unveiled to us over the next 2 days. First stop here, Tataouine, and just trying on a traditional headdress, good for the desert activities. And yeah, it's a very quiet place here, and looking forward to what comes next, exploring smaller villages. Beautiful desert scenery here as we head towards our third stop. On our
itinerary.
We're here in Chenini and look at the great scenery behind me.
And I only care about my lunch.
So we're climbing up to the village, quite a steep climb. And this area has been inhabited since the 11th century. So we're skirting the edge of this village. It's very, very scenic and traditional. Really beautiful scenery here, and just driving through this desert wonderland. You can see Miras and Raf going inside the restaurant, and this is stop number 4. It's really an amazing place, a granary again, and the perfect place for some couscous. You can see every corner is photogenic, and our exploration is going so well right now. We're taking lunch here with our guide and driver, and we have soup. And we also have some bread at this time, yes. So we're excited for the couscous to come.
Don't forget the harissa. Already eaten.
Yes, the harissa has already gone.
We're having break and then lamb couscous.
Enjoy your meal.
Long hike through the southern Tunisian desert. Next, we will see the dunes.
We've just arrived at the desert oasis and are getting ready for a swim.
Yeah, it's going to be time to jump in the water soon. And this is a hot spring area. Our final stop before we hit the camp for our night in the Sahara. Raf's in there. And there's quite a scene here really at the Oasis with some music, and it's warm in there. It's just Raf and I swimming here. Really strange sensation actually with the hot spring and yet the cold desert air. But it's so beautiful and we're enjoying time here in the desert. A special place here in Tunisia.
We're at the edge of Sahara Desert and let's go find Rafael inside our tent.
I can't wait for our night in this beautiful tent.
Sun is nearly setting. We're in the camp of the little dune at the edge of the Sahara. And just roaming around here, getting a few sunset shots. So beautiful and peaceful. And it's like no one is here. We have Mirasol coming out and Raf just heading out into the desert. Still moving fast and we're right in the desert here. So beautiful. That's Mirasol in the distance and our driver Mustafa, who drove us forward and told us to come for the view. And then behind that is the camp, Little Dune. Evening activities in the desert. After a spectacular sunset, we're watching a traditional Bedouin display of bread making. And this is Ali, who's showing us this old style of baking the bread. The bread is now out of the ground and just being dusted off a little bit. And now it's time to try the bread. It's 7 o'clock in the morning here. We spent the night in a beautiful Bedouin tent, and behind me you can see the sun is rising over the camp. And then as we swing in the other direction, we're completely alone here, with only the Sahara Desert behind us. Today we have just a couple of final stops before we head back to Gabes. What a magnificent time here in the desert.
I sleep well in my Bedouin tent and will be hitting the road soon.
And it's a beautiful design here. And Raf slept for 10 hours. Miras and I did wake up in the middle of the night, but it's all good. And you can just see how close we are to the Sahara.
It's sunrise in the Sahara, and we're all alone out here.
What are you having?
I'm having this and boiled egg, alright?
Yeah, it's breakfast time here at the camp, and we're taking breakfast with our guide and our driver. It's time to leave the camp. Got our 4x4 lined up, and goodbye to the Sahara, and goodbye soon enough to Tunisia. It's been epic. So happy also with our guide and driver. So let's hit the road.
هي معروفة دي يعني عملوا العديد الحقيقة وقت اللي شكيت عندي مشكلة كنت في كرومتي وإيديا طلعت دم.
We're about to go on the second camel ride of our lives since Egypt.
And I'm excited about it.
Right, Miras is up on her camel.
Hold, yeah.
Balance yourself, please.
And Raf is now up. And they're
40 minutes as a tour, and they will stop you in panoramic view.
We're off on a 40-minute hike into the desert, and it's just beautiful here.
there they are, Raf and Miras heading into the Sahara, and an amazing way of saying goodbye to our time here in the desert. It's got one final stop and then it's over. We're in a 4x4 and going straight through the sand. Mustafa has decided to take this alternative route for enjoyment.
Yes, exactly. Nice.
Probably one of the most commercial sites here in Tunisia. This is the original set of the 1976 Star Wars, and they also made subsequent films here. So yeah, I mean it's commercial, but it's really interesting. And this place is our last little stop before we have lunch with a local family. Great times here in Tunisia. Raf's playing with the VR here.
Hello again. We are here in the old village of Matmata, which means happiness and well-being. So this is a real example of troglodyte house, which is located in the old village of Matmata, and is known by decade by handmade by the people, Berber people. And the reason here to this house is to live here. So they keep a moderate temperature. It cannot pass it 15 degrees in the winter and cannot pass it 25 degrees in the summer. It's an amazing method for these houses, troglodyte houses, and you can see it by your eyes here. You are welcome.
So this is where we're going to take lunch, and it's a truly incredible place with a combination of clay and stones. So let's go inside for our final stop. We're here eating alongside a local family of two sisters who live in this extraordinary home, and we will take lunch with our remarkable guide and driver. Let's say goodbye to the Sahara here. And the couscous, this final lunch has arrived.
Wow!